And it's go, go, go. We are here for Herd Winter Racing. And we have a bunch of people. While I sort out what's going on, I've got Baz. Baz doesn't look, well, we'll see how goes. I don't know how serious he's taking it tonight. But yeah, here we are. So I am joined tonight by Brent. And Brent, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just trying to find someone who's in the race. This is my Zwift boots up. I did do race 1 today, though.
How was that?
Hard. Just probably inevitable anytime you get Epic, right?
Yeah, probably. Excuse me.
I don't follow anyone in this race.
Okay, so I guess Baz was just taking it easy off the start. He's now in first, so yeah, no, he is racing this one, I think. Baz has been known to enter the race and just ride it in zone 2 as a recce, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And
Was the start dumb in this one, too? Because I'll tell you, in race 1, I was very displeased with the start. They
it
were going
looked
way too
like
hard.
the very beginning of the start was very quick, and then it seemed to ease up pretty quickly. It looked like Baz kind of stayed 4 and under. So,
Yeah, that didn't happen in
well,
race 1.
he was actually off the
I
back
think
of
we
the
had a
group for a
smaller
little bit.
field, actually, in this race.
It does look small. It says 69, but I don't think that's actually the group. Uh, yeah, if any of our viewers want to confirm that you can hear us, because well, that's been a recurring issue.
Looks like 30 in the front group.
Yeah, and it does look like there are further groups further back. It was a quick start, so yeah.
I don't have the YouTube up, so if someone comments, I won't see it. Sorry. I guess I can open it on my phone.
I've got it up. It's
Okay,
nobody's
good.
commenting.
Oh, there we go. Somebody said they heard us. Thanks, Alan. Perfect. Good. Yeah, it should be pretty chill from here to, I don't know, the start of the climb. The little ramp coming out of the ocean got a little spicy-ish, I guess, but not too
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, somebody's pushing here. What's going on here? Lance, whoever Lance is, gave a little dig there. Or maybe he's just got his FTP set really low and his.
Oh, did he have fire socks on?
No, but he's riding standing up the whole time.
Oh. That's pretty wicked. I know there was a bunch of people in their fire socks and they were like, yeah, fire socks at the start, fire socks coming out of this tunnel,
Yeah.
fire socks at the start of the epic. And I'm like, listen, enough of you.
That's pretty good.
Normally I'm happy when someone has their fire socks. I can see what the moves are. But today I was like, no, I know where the move is. You can just stop.
Uh,
See what we got for some. We got a bunch of Trons. I see someone on a Cannondale. There's a light Cannondale. I can't remember which one that is. The Evo, maybe?
I think
That's
that
got to
should
be.
be an Evo, yeah.
Yeah, there's a Special Athos. I see some Roval Alpinist wheels, some Millies. Full climber, that was the call for today for sure.
That was my call. I mean, you could go a little bit more arrow than the full climb, but I don't think I don't think it's the right call. I can see the argument. I just don't think it's right.
Well, I mean, if you were like strong enough, a guy like Scorekeeper, and you're just worried about winning the sprint, I guess
Yeah,
you want some maybe a little arrow to save yourself a half second in the sprint. But the rest of us, more mere mortals, it's all about how fast you can get up the climb.
yeah.
Hey, you're right. Lance does like he must have like the low cadence, something hammering all the way.
Well, I think
Pictron,
it
yeah.
it if you're above a certain percentage of your FTP, it does that as well. So I think he might just have his FTP set really low.
See, there goes someone with the fire socks. There it
Yep,
is. That's what I was
yep.
talking about today.
Beauty, beauty.
That's like a long fire socks run too. That's like 40 seconds of fire socks out of the tunnel.
Yeah, that does look a little spacey, doesn't it?
Yeah. Lance is doing 5+, down to 4.8. I'm not sure there's much margin in breaking this up here. I guess we'll see if these front guys go.
Well, if those two guys are, well, if they can maintain that the whole way, all the power to them. Nobody was going to keep up with them on the climb anyway.
I don't think so.
There, so we've got Terry Rigby as our second go right now, and with Baz should be at towards the pointy end here. I think I predict.
I would think so.
Now I see Ewan Simpson should stay up there as well.
Ty Mangum's a good climber. Neil Atherton has good 20-minute power.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby Edwards is in there too. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is especially like before this first steep bit. Like, there's a long 3% section after this too. Like,
Well, so I've done very well on this. Well, this route by blasting hard on this section to and then drafting across the bridge, but and then just trying to hang on to the end. But yeah, that was hard.
well, certainly that was what I tried today too. But I mean, for these guys who are in the lead, though, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know why you'd be trying to break guys like Ty and Bobby and Baz and stuff on this part of the climb.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yes, I
Bobby
agree. For
looks to be
guy,
doing very well here. Actually, just switch around a little bit.
I've got him 7 seconds back of Ewan, but he's there.
Yeah, well, he's a second up on, or 2 seconds up on Baz.
I
Oh,
think there's some strategy to be had here. I think in terms of
yeah,
whether you go with this move or you.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I don't know whether Ewan's going to be able to keep 4.5 up the climb or not, but I mean, definitely if I'm him, I guess I sit on this guy's wheel at this point and see what happens. But if you're already out here,
yeah, and then the second kind of group behind those two leaders is a little strung out, but it will probably come together here on the bridge.
yeah, it seems to be coming together a little bit. Bobby's definitely in a group. Yeah, Bobby and Baz are in a group, and it's just kind of a yeah. I think they're rolling up a bit. The guys in front of them.
Yeah, that's still. I think that's the chase group. Ewan and the Semancio are still,
Yeah, they're
you
still
know,
quite a bit
eight
ahead. Yeah,
seconds up ahead of them. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely it didn't break up this much in the front in race one, I'll tell you that. Like, we had basically a group of might have been 15 or 20 of us to the bridge all together. And then like I held that front group right to the village before I got shook. But I got caught by guys who did not do that. So, there's definitely
yeah,
a legitimate tactical point to like keeping your powder dry and then having a better back half of the climb.
Yeah. Okay. I did confirm we do have sound. So
Excellent. Was that the lovely and talented Mrs. Craig who confirmed?
no, I did that in the background.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting if this two guys can go 10 seconds faster than this group behind them, because that group behind them is no slouches.
It's not, but I mean these guys are going hard.
So that's what I'm saying is that like they're gonna do that for like 20-ish minutes.
Well, it's not gonna be 20 minutes at this rate.
Well, that's very true. Even Scorekeeper was over 20 on the climb today for the win.
Okay.
But I think it was tactical, right? Like it
Yeah.
wasn't time trial all out.
And it looks like these guys are these two at least are going for it. So
Yeah, 5.0 was no joke.
well, Lance is just sitting there too. I
He's
gotta.
trying to bridge up. Or is
Well,
he
I don't know. He's just sitting on the front of his group. I don't know whether it's he's just that strong or what.
his RPMs are showing like 65 RPM, so he is definitely like, I don't know. I mean, I know my RPMs aren't super accurate on my trainer, but if this is accurate, that is pretty low cadence, and that is one of the reasons why it looks like he's just slugging away on the top of the
Yep.
bike like that.
So it does look like he is not on Zwift Power though.
Okay, okay.
So who knows? So it does look like Ewan might be
Oh,
getting distanced a little bit here.
and this guy must be an uber lightweight. 'Cause he's getting over 5 with like 350 watts.
Yeah.
I guess that's not that light.
It's not very big either though.
No. Yeah, this is definitely broken up a lot more than it had in our race at this point for sure.
Yeah.
It's like there's another like Ewan and this other guy. Now Ewan's even falling back at that guy who's even smashing it harder. And then we've got two with Smithson and Lance together. And then we've got Whittle, Beck, Ty Mangum, Bobby Edwards, Jay Robinson. So a little group of 5 kind of together. And
And
then Baz
Baz,
looks solo.
yeah, Baz is solo. There's a group 4 seconds back of him though.
Yeah.
There's a group of 3. So
I think it's Alexander Doyen, Colin Ram, Neil
yeah.
Atherton.
Ooh, Bobby is trying to get back on. I think he's losing the chase group. He's got one rider still behind him though. I think he's pulling it back.
Yeah, he's back on Mangum's wheel by the looks of
Yeah.
it.
No, he's back. He had lost a couple seconds though. Oh, Robinson's back too. That was. I don't know. It looks like Bobby's having trouble. I think
Dang,
he's
yeah.
gonna drop.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is where I dropped my group as well today,
yeah.
right
And
here.
I understand what that last push. You don't you want to try and get with your group into the castle
Yep.
because that flat is just a little bit of respite that might let you pull back. But
Yeah, it looks like Robinson's getting dropped too by Mangum and Beck though. So like that whole group is kind of
Yeah. Well, so
chattering a
Robinson
bit.
was he was behind Bobby the last time they.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
So the two of them had both been distanced by the rest of the group, and then they fought back. So we'll see whether Robinson and Bobby form a group here. Um, so looks like Smithson from Hydro has caught up to Ewan. Um, the leader is long gone. Miguel Amencio. Yeah, not familiar with that team either, but yeah, he's 14 seconds to the good of this pair now.
Hmm. Then just, I mean, I think we should go a little bit further back in the group too. So once you get past the REM group, and it looks like Baz is in that group, so you're right, they did catch on to him.
Yeah, and there's a couple
Then there's,
couple solos. Then there's a big herd group there.
yeah, Terry Rigby, Alan Bray, Eric Sedgwick.
So Katie Candelaro's in there. She's riding for ATP now, but has ridden for the Butterflies in the past.
Well, we won't hold that against her. Mr. Dad Bod, which is a pretty fun name.
It is. Then so I see Carrie Lash a little further back. I see Kyle in between there. Yeah,
Alexander, yeah.
yeah, uh, lots of uh, lots of herd riders.
Simon from the Galloping Stallions, Hogs, further back.
Which Simon is that? Oh, that's Cy Seymour. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, well, yeah. I was gonna say all our riders are on the climb, but there is somebody who is uh really at the back who I don't know what they're doing.
It looks like it's probably been stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that position doesn't match with their power. I think they've had a dropout and are done.
Yeah. Good. So yeah, Eric, Alan, Terry riding steady through here up into the village. Nicely done. What's that gray thing with the bells that he's on?
What's that?
Eric's riding. I'm doing the sideways bike check, so Dad Bod's on the Cannondale Evo, I assume, with looks like Millie's. But Eric's is all gray and there's no like badges. I can't tell what that is. And he's on
Um,
Val's.
is that the Bridgestone anchor?
Maybe, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. Alan is on Pinktron, which he noted earlier. Of course, he had to ride the Pinktron.
Obviously.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Check back in on the front, so
Oh, we've got fire socks going off again.
Lance is still doing his 64 RPMs at 117 bytes per minute. Good for him.
Yeah.
It's tough that decision to go with the group or set your pace because you know you're doing a 20-minute climb, and
Yeah.
like I know what my 20-minute power is, give or take, but I knew I was over it. But I was like, well, if I can save even 5 or 10 seconds in the group here, I can probably get that. Even if I'm
Yeah.
5 or 10 seconds slower, I can get that out of this group.
But there's a yeah. You quickly reach a point where you're not helping.
Yep.
No, that doesn't look like the Bridgestone.
I think it might be the Zwift bike. Like it said Zwift underneath his legs, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah. Baz is definitely on the Athos with Rovals.
Is that the Amonda? I think that's the Trek Amonda.
Ah, yes, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I do like the purple Cannondales. I will give everybody points for purple Cannondales if you got purple Cannondales.
Uh,
Somebody put a Scott plasma, or not a plasma, RC addict.
yeah. So I was just
That's a fast bike.
well, I was just looking back in Zwift Insider. That's
Oh,
Eric's
Eric
number
says that's
two
the Athos.
recommendation for climbing after the Athos. So
So Baz must be on the Venge. Interesting.
uh,
Because Ewan's on a yellow Tron, which I'm not sure what that's about.
yeah, yeah. I think that is the Vanish that Baz is on. Bobby looking great on his blue Tron, giving up a couple little bit of speed from the pink Tron just for the style points.
Fair enough. So Smithson at the front of the race has now come through Ewan.
Yeah,
He doesn't. He's made up a little bit of time on our leader here.
he
This
has.
Portuguese fella.
Still looks like 9 seconds,
Yeah.
and there's not a lot of race left. So he can see him. Looks like it's down to 7 seconds now. So I guess, yeah, this the race is on.
Yeah. There's definitely things that can happen in these rollers if you ride them right.
Oh, very much. Yeah, lots of possibility to mix stuff up. Yeah, I see. Terry Rigby, Alan Bray, and Dad Bod from OTR riding together here still. Eric and Katie have dropped off a little bit. Smithson is closed up to 5 seconds now.
Be an interesting finish. And has he got? Yeah, and then Ewan and Beck are behind 10 seconds behind him, 11 seconds. Oh yeah, you can see. I mean, they can see everyone up the road, but that is like the trap gap, isn't it? Or you can
Yeah,
see him that far ahead, and it's like, oh, I just got to put a little surge in, but it's uphill, then it's
yeah.
downhill. Dang it.
So Beck has caught up with Ewan as well now. And then Lance is 7 seconds back of that pair. Although I think we've established Lance doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misson's at 5 seconds, and he's showing higher power. Be an interesting to see if we can close him down the last kilometer here from this last dip. Basically all uphill to the finish from here.
It's not a
So
lot. So Baz has closed things back up with that group with Bobby. So they have a group of
nice.
6 or 7, I think.
Yeah, that group would have a shot to maybe catch Doyon, I would think. They put a little surge in as a group.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough.
16 seconds is a lot in these
Yeah,
uphills.
although they are pushing on the rollers, and yeah, the group effect and draft will help them.
Looks probably like our leader's going to hold off Smithson at this point.
Yep, there's not a lot of race left. Yeah, still 5 seconds left. Almost to the banner. Yeah, looks like that's going to be the way it finishes. And yeah, our leader is putting in a big dig as well.
He's actually put 2 seconds on it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
going to
just
be
put
it.
2 seconds back in. I'm going to jump back to. Yeah, I thought I saw that with the numbers. Beck has put in a dig trying to dislodge Ewan. So yeah, there's 3 seconds, 4 seconds now.
Yeah, I think he's probably got him.
Yeah, I think that looks like Ewan's going to
Well, sub 20 for the winner. That's freaking fast.
1914, 1919. I mean, Ewan's going to be sub 20 as well, I think.
Be real close. Beck was 1928. Yeah, he's going to come in about 1940 some odd. 1939. And then we've got Whittle next.
Yeah, Whittle,
And then
44. So yeah, Baz, Bobby. This group is flying through the roller coaster section here.
this is going to be a full race. This group here of 6. Wow, what a group.
Oh, Bobby's putting a dig in now.
Is he ever? We did go too early.
I think that was, well, I don't know. No,
He's got a big gap. He's broken the draft. So
yeah,
to the extent I know they're going uphill, but they're still doing 30 kph. So
yeah. No,
and
there's
there's
definitely
definitely a
still a
flat
draft
finish.
effect
So
for sure. So yeah, he's broken the draft. He's
actually closed down Doyon within 3 seconds here. 2
I
seconds.
I think he has a
If he can stay on it,
he's
he's
got a
coming off
solid
the
chance of
power a bit
catching
here.
him. Yeah.
Oh, what a finish.
That is a monster finish from Bobby.
Oh, Doyon is putting in another surge though.
Well, and the
Let's
group
stay on
behind
it.
is trying to come back as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the
You
banner's
see
right
the
around the
heart rate
corner.
coming
I don't
down.
think he's going to catch
Oh,
Doyon.
wow.
Yeah.
No, Doyon is accelerated. Now he's got to try and hold off the group behind. They are putting in some power to get up there.
Oh, this is close.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tight finish.
Oh, it looks like Bobby's got a little bit left. He's back up 6 watts a kilogram. Oh, this is really close.
Oh, here comes Nakajima with a full sprint. Oh, get it, get it, get it.
And Bobby,
Oh,
he
good
got it.
job, good
He got it.
job. Wow. Nice finish there.
Okay, so
Pass through with a nice finish.
there
Oh, we
we've
got
got
our
Eric and we'll follow Eric and
well, we got Alan, Terry, and Dadbot are at a 3-way battle here. And there goes Alan with the fire socks. Yeah. Terry put a dig in coming off the roller coaster, but it looks like Alan has definitely closed that down. They're putting a little gap onto Dadbot at this point.
this last kilometer is tough.
Oh, after that last roll, I know. Well, and you want to go, but you got to hold it because if you go too early, you crack.
Yep.
I know I put a little dig into Dan Shirameadow, and there's another guy with us, Akami or something like that. And like just out at the bottom of the roller coaster just to see what they would do. Of course, they totally went with me and then shook me 400 meters from the line. Just couldn't keep it up anymore.
That is one of those things. If you're feeling bad, sometimes it's worth one last attack to see what everybody else does.
Yeah. Doing okay. I just couldn't hold it quite as long as them. That's all right.
Yeah.
12th. 12th on a hilly climb is a good result for me.
Yeah. In these races, absolutely.
This is going to be a good finish. Alan and Terry are right, basically wheel for wheel, and Dadbot is right behind them. Looks like Terry's putting the squeals. Terry's up out of the saddle. He's
They're
sending
all
it.
going.
Alan's trying to go.
We
There's
are.
Alan. Yeah. Oh, good finish from Terry. Wow. Alan should finish in front of Dadbot. Nicely done. Good climbs.
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
And Eric will be trying to hold off Candeloro here.
Yeah. So he's just put in a little bit of a gap on Katie coming up to the line here. Yeah, still gapping. I think.
Nice. Good finish.
Yeah,
Good strong
good
finish.
strong finish.
I don't know who is K No Guts. Do you know that one?
So that's Kyle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's herd rider. He does some sweeping and leading, but
Cool.
yeah.
And Kerry Lash is right behind him. Jim Steen, Kai Sonder. Everybody doing a heck of a job here on their climbs.
Oh, I think I've lost the race on one of the cameras here.
Kyle's about, I think this is about the 400 meter, or maybe 500 meter mark from
He's
the end.
close, yeah. Good strong finish from him too. I think that's
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure that's up above FTP for him. So yeah, good way to finish strong here. Yeah, so I think it's Kyle, Kerry,
Kerry
Jim,
Lash.
and then Kai. Is it Kai Sonder?
Kai, yeah.
Yeah. $26.56 for Kyle on the climb, I should say.
That was actually my second fastest Epic KOM forward today. Huh.
Nicely done.
I didn't think it was that fast, honestly.
Oh,
Just looking. I was behind these guys, so well done to them.
okay,
The
so
guys in the D's.
I don't see much. I don't see any other herd riders within the next couple minutes here. So I think that's going to be the end of her. And thanks,
Good.
everybody. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Good racing, everybody.
And we'll
Enjoy the rest of your weekends.
see you next time. Thanks, Brent.
problem.